What going on? It's your boy VI Guy here, and welcome back to another time trial video. So, we're gonna get right into it. This week's time trial is actually called Mount Gordo, and the expensive vehicle I'm gonna do the first run with is called the Nagasaki Outlaw, and I'm gonna put it up on screen right here. The Nagasaki Outlaw is a good vehicle for this particular time trial. You got to do this thing in 46 seconds, and this vehicle makes real good on off-road terrain. It doesn't have a really good high speed, which you won't really need for this particular run. You just need something that has really good acceleration, off-road capabilities, and you can actually get this for just under $1 million. So we pulling up to the start line now. What you want to do once you get this time trial going, you want to just go up this hill right here and get on the tracks. Sometimes the train is coming. If it's coming, you're better off just restarting and waiting for it to go by. Either way, once you get to this bridge right here, you're gonna come to a stop, make a sharp right, and start to navigate your way up the side of this hill. There's a nice little groove that you can get into where you can get good traction. You just gotta watch out for things like trees and rocks, and you'll see I did a pretty good job doing that here. This was not my first run. I hit a couple of rocks and some trees on the way up a couple times before. But as you can see, with this vehicle, it was easy. I made part-time, and you know what? One of the good things, or one of the baddest things I like about GTA is the scenery. So once getting up here and I stopped and I was about to end the recording, I was like, man, this should actually look good for a game that came out in 2013. Is stuff like this that makes this game above all the rest. Either way, we're gonna actually do this run again with the budget vehicle, and that vehicle is actually going to be the Maxwell Vagrant. This again is another off-road vehicle, and reason why this is the budget vehicle is because it's free. Don't believe me? Want to see? Hold on. Here it is. Did I mention it was free? So yeah, you can actually get this vehicle by spinning the wheel at the casino. And I've actually used it in time trials before as the expensive vehicle, but because it's free, it's the budget vehicle for this week. So again, you just want to navigate up the hill like you did before, or if this is your first run, you just want to come up the hill in this little groove. The thing about the Maxwell, it actually has a higher top speed than the Outlaw, so you just got to be careful going over the wrong cliff, because if you go up too high off the ground, you're going to lose some traction, and ultimately that's going to slow you down. As you can see, your boy beat his original speed run time, so I got a new personal best. I only get paid once. I just do the second run so you can see it can be done with a more affordable vehicle. So that's actually going to be it for the time trial portion of this. Now we're going to head to Vespucci, where we can do the Bandito time trial. I'm going to warp the video over there here in a second. I just wanted to show some people this, because a lot of people, when they play GTA, they don't venture into areas like this unless they have to. Some people don't even do time trials. I don't know why I'm doing this. I guess for the percentage, or the little percentage of hardcore GTA players like myself who play this just to make the money, or to do it for the challenge. But either way, I remember when this game first came out, one of the things we did was we bought Jeeps and trucks and off-road vehicles and dirt bikes, and we would actually do these trails, man. And I don't know if you ever find yourself in GTA with nothing to do, but if you can find a friend and you get some vehicles that you're not that sure about, and you bring them up on a hill like this, it actually gave us some insight back in the day before all these newer vehicles came out on how the older vehicles handled. I remember the Merriweather SUV, the Wrangler. I remember when you could actually steal that thing and put it in your garage. And I remember when I had it, people were like, "Yo, how did you get that?" And you actually had to have, you kind of had to be a jerk and have, people call Merriweather on you, and you'd be able to steal it. On my way down the hill, I noticed this guy right here. Hang on, I have to go back. Did you notice? There's a damn station wagon up on the side of the hill, and I'm like, how the fuck did he get this damn wagon over here? I'm doing off-road turns and corner pin turns, and somehow this station wagon made it up this rugged ass cliffside. Either way, I'm actually gonna warp now on over to Vespucci. I'll see y'all in a second. Meow. Welcome to Vespucci. We are a long way from the mountainside. So we're actually gonna pull up here. I'm gonna go ahead and park the Maxwell, and we can get right into the Vespucci Canal's Bandito time trial. I parked it here specifically because I wanted this thing to be out the way. I don't know where the finish line is gonna be, and I remember blocking myself before in one of these runs. We got to do this in 1 minute and 53 seconds. This is my test the water run, if you know me and how I do these time trials. Right off the bat, I could see a few things are going to be an issue. One are going to be, we're going to start with people. Obviously, we're on boardwalks and we're going over bridges and sidewalks, so people are going to be a factor when you do this time trial. And then also, you'll see I cross over streets here, so cars are going to be a factor as well. Even though it's random on whether or not a car is going to be going by, you'll see that I utilize the bunny hop. So, you know, the first time I did it was over the little bridge. I was like, all right, well, if a car shows up, I'm just going to bunny hop over it. And to me, lastly, the third thing that's going to be a very big factor is the smaller, lower objects that are just going to be in your way. They're like miscellaneous. There'll be like a staircase or a hedge or a little pillar that serves no purpose. For this little car, it's going to be a big deal because, you know, it already handles like crap. But we're making our way through the canals. I felt like I was actually, in my mind, I feel like I was going to get this done under par on my test the water run, and I was really just itching for it. I was like, hey, if I get this thing in one run, I'm just going to go ahead and release the tape. You know, one take Tommy, but that did not happen. I struggled as I get, you know, closer to the end. There's like a little section, which is right here, this little hill. I struggled to actually get around like these two S turns, and I think that's what punished me the most, because I was actually looking pretty promising for a while there, you know. But pretty much once you get up this hill, it's really home stretch. You come through a parking lot, and then there's literally 3 markers to hit the finish line. You come down the hill, and I wasn't sure where it was, and I was letting go of the gas because, you know, I thought I was gonna make it, but I didn't. I actually came under 2 minutes, you know, not that far from par, really, just a few seconds. So, you know, once you get the people out of your way, like this lady right here, once you knock her down and you get them out of the way, you can go ahead and you can start up, and you're gonna see that it's actually not hard to make par on this. I did this about 4 times before I got par. There's a few times I hit a rock, you know, or actually no, 2 times I hit a rock, and the 3rd time I actually jumped over a car, but I still hit the top of the car. It was a high car. But after those 3 times, this run right here, which I consider my official attempt, my test of water isn't really an official attempt. My official attempt, I was actually able to make par, and, you know, I did okay. Again, you're not going to see a whole lot of action. Usually the clean laps are, you know, are the ones where not a whole lot's going on. I utilize the bunny hop going up on the little ramps. I feel like that helps with speed. I don't slow down going up a ramp if I just bunny hop over it. Right here was a little curveball. I almost ran into the rock there, but I managed. Also, let me know what you think about the way my RC Bandito is set up. I try to change it about every 2 races or so, just so it can have a different view on it. And I don't know how I feel about this particular livery, but let me know what you think. Right here is home stretch. From here, you're going to head straight down this little alleyway. You're going to end up going over the bridge, and then you're going to hit those famous S-turns. I went over that little bridge perfectly. And you can see I am attacking these markers in these S-turns like a pro. Right around here, or a little bit before, you could hear the 10-second timer beeping. Clearly you don't hear it right now, so you know that I shaved off a lot of time. And just my luck, there were no cars coming down the street. 1 right turn, and like Jeremy would say, across the line. And that's actually gonna be it for the Bandito time trial. And actually, that's gonna be it for this video. So I appreciate you guys watching. I actually uploaded last week's time trial video as well because I was a little bit late. I was out of town, but I'm just trying to keep some consistency. I hope you like it. If you do, please share, please subscribe, and I'm gonna check out it later.